So in the previous videos of the series, we have discussed what is pacing and how Uncharted 2 handles it. Now we're going to talk about some techniques the game uses to its advantage. The first one is in medias res. It is a narrative technique that starts you from the middle of the story before getting to the beginning. The goal is to instantly engage players and only then expand on what is happening and why. You need to intrigue, but also be careful to not confuse instead. In games, when using this technique, you also have to keep in mind tutorials and onboarding. You're not just putting the player into the middle of the story, you also instantly show them what the gameplay is all about, in an exciting but not too overbearing manner. Uncharted 2 perfectly handles everything in its in medias res beginning. Just look at this first cutscene.
What's going on? That's my blood. That's my blood. It's a lot of my blood. Oh, God.
So many things are happening. We're in a train. Why? We're wounded. What happened? And then it turns out that the wagon is hanging off a freaking mountain. How the hell did we get into this? In less than a minute, there's so many questions that players already want answers to. Then we get a platforming tutorial where players are actually not in any real danger, but they feel like they are due to the narrative setup. We then get some more navigation and shooting tutorials and bits and pieces about what happened. The chapter ends after we find the MacGuffin of the game, a mysterious ritual dagger, and we switch to the early parts of the story to continue chronologically from there. I mean, holy shit, how much more effective can you be? Now, it's important to keep in mind that just starting at such a moment is not enough. You have to put breadcrumbs for the players to follow.
Oh.
We found the dagger.
Well, I know this place. It's in Nepal.
We traveled to Nepal, that's right next to the Himalayas that are in constant view.
The entrance to Shambhala must be right here.
Our treasure is in the Himalayas, that's why we'll be in the mountains.
Get her out of here. She's hurt. Take her to the train.
He mentioned a train, that must be the same one. And then, after actually getting to this train, we experience the single longest action sequence of the entire game, delaying the reveal of what has actually happened as much as possible. And this is why the in medias res of Uncharted 2 is so effective. Not just because it starts with a bang, but also because it keeps teasing you with approaching closer and closer to this moment to answer all your questions. And by then, you're hooked, you're invested, and you want to see how the story ends and how the characters you learn to love will get out of the situation. This is how we get a great in medias res beginning. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and keep watch for the next video where we'll talk about contrast. A special thanks goes to all my patrons. If you'd like to join them, feel free to support my campaign at patreon.com/Farlands. Thank you.